I'm telling you, when I'm at my sharpest, I don't think nobody's faster than me. I've looked at tape recording, and you know, I could lie. All these video don't lie. Nobody's faster than me. So he'll have a problem dealing with that because he can't just be throwing punches because I'm right.
Ryan Garcia and Conor Benn made their feelings clear during their latest face-off, proving the animosity between them is genuine and setting the stage for a fierce September clash. Garcia has stated that a mere victory will not be enough to fulfill his ambitions. Confident about the style matchup, he anticipates demonstrating exactly why he is targeting a convincing finish as soon as the contest begins.
Myself, if it goes to this, so I'm gonna be real. Like, if I don't get him out of there 5 and below, I'm gonna still finish the job and play around with him and beat the shit out of him. But it's not gonna feel as good as me really knocking him out. I'm being serious, man. Like, I'm gonna be vigorously disappointed in myself if I don't get him out, unless I break my pinky or some dumb shit. Then I'm like, all right, well, that's why, you know.
And then what?
Even then, why didn't I knock him out with one hand? You know?
Unwilling to be overshadowed, Benn remains just as certain that the bout will not go to a decision. He maintains that his training is focused on concluding matters within the scheduled distance, though he stops short of predicting a particular round for the stoppage.
I can't say. I just don't see it going points. I don't see it going points.
Garcia, however, interprets the matchup quite differently. He is convinced that his technical proficiency and overall ring craftsmanship will pose difficulties Benn has never previously encountered. Garcia trusts that those advantages will become evident on their own once they step between the ropes.
Distinction on, you know, on the difference in experience, talent, and just levels of boxing in the ring. You know, he's gonna be getting hit with punches he usually doesn't get hit with. He's gonna see a lot of the attempts he does. It's not gonna work. You know, all he has is conditioning, I guess. And even when he has conditioning, he starts throwing sloppy in the later rounds. Like, look it, man. It's gonna be real ugly for you. You're gonna hope it ends in five.
Responding sharply, Benn brushes aside the admiration directed at Garcia and insists he has pinpointed a flaw he plans to take full advantage of. He stays confident that sustained aggression will expose cracks as the bout grows more grueling. Benn believes demonstrating that truth inside the ring is simply a matter of waiting for the right moments.
On X the other day, you said he lacks heart and you're gonna make him quit.
Yeah.
You know,
That's not speculation. That's facts. We've seen it. As soon as he gets on top, as soon as he gets a bit rough in there, he don't like it. You know, so I'll go in there and I'll show him. I'll show him what.
Despite the mounting attention, Garcia rejects the notion that fighters must display every element of their preparation prior to fight night. He contends there is nothing additional for him to verify through training clips or open workouts. Garcia insists the sole setting where he must prove himself is within the squared circle.
Isn't that the whole point of keeping your skill hidden and everything hidden? I mean, I don't have to validate myself. I don't have to prove to me I can hit fast. Do I always got to post videos where I'm fast, I'm sharp, I'm strong? No, bro, I'm already a world champion. For me, I show up on fight night.
Reinforcing Garcia's self-belief, 𝐅𝐅 Davies considers this the stiffest examination of Benn's entire career. Despite the rewards a win could bring, he anticipates the disparity in experience and fundamental boxing skill will grow more apparent as the rounds unfold. For Davies, Benn will need the performance of his lifetime to rewrite that storyline.
But for me, the danger for Conor Benn in this is when that bell rings, he's going to be in a world of trouble. By 5 or 6 rounds, I think he'll find out who he's really in against. I see him being knocked out in 6 or 7 rounds. Surprise me, Conor, and win the fight. But for me, this is the most dangerous fight of his career. Forget the Chris Eubank at middleweight fight. This is the most dangerous fight, and I believe he gets knocked out.
Offering a contrasting view, Spencer Oliver still leans toward Garcia but warns that disregarding Benn would be unwise. He highlights Benn's relentless approach and willingness to perform under duress as traits that could keep him competitive. Nevertheless, Oliver views the weight cut as the primary factor that might ultimately hinder Ben when fight night arrives.
And heart, grit, determination, that makes him dangerous. He can whack as well. You can question Ryan Garcia's heart, grit and determination. We saw that against Gervonta Davis when a lot of people said he swallowed it.
He wasn't.
So there's
right,
there's a lot of positives to take from Conor Benn as well. I'm with you. I think that Ryan Garcia wins the fight and he possibly wins it by knockout. But I'm not writing off a Conor Benn performance. But one thing that really concerns me about Conor Benn going into this fight is not his characteristics and and his will to win and his punch power, but making 147.
Yeah, it's going to be a strong.
As the rivalry escalates, Henry Garcia believes Ben is stepping in with plenty to demonstrate, yet Garcia stays unshaken in his assurance. He expects Garcia to be thoroughly ready for the assignment and has faith in his capabilities when fully dialed in. Henry stays convinced the matchup will ultimately swing in his fighter's favor.
They almost went at it, you know. I seen that. It's like Conor's got this like anger in him that he just wants to prove to people that, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna destroy Ryan. Obviously, they call him the Destroyer, you know. But you know, he's got another thing coming because we're gonna be prepared. We're gonna be well prepared for September 12th. Okay, I want everybody to tune in because I'm telling you, you're gonna see a knockout.
Ryan, WBC champion, what does he need to do to beat Conor Benn? I mean, Ryan said knockout in 5. Do you think that's going to happen?
Very much possible, obviously, because like I've always told people, 100% mind, body, and soul, there's no one that can really challenge Ryan. And I feel that 5 or under.
Adding to that perspective, Sergio Mora grants Ben only a slim possibility of producing an upset against Garcia. He feels Garcia has matured into a more well-rounded boxer, displaying refinements that make him even harder to plan for. For Mora, those improvements leave Garcia comfortably in command ahead of one of Ben's most demanding challenges.
And have a chance to upset Ryan Garcia.
A slim chance. I think a 20% chance, Trejo, because we've seen Ryan Garcia be vulnerable in exchanges. We've seen him go down. We've questioned his heart before. But I think we're seeing a new Ryan Garcia. That performance against Mario Barrios surprised the hell out of me. I never knew he had a right hand. So that means he developed a right hand. He always had that lethal left hook. So I think Conor Benn, who needs to get on the inside, it's going to be a recipe for disaster. So I think Ryan Garcia is a major favorite, and Conor
Manx is not prepared to completely write off Ben's prospects. He acknowledges Ben possesses the ability to keep things intriguing if the right opening emerges. He observes that Garcia has shown defensive gaps in past fights, offering Ben at least a viable route to success. Even so, Manx believes Garcia holds considerably more edges and remains the obvious favorite entering this showdown.
I do think Conor Benn has explosive power. We've seen Ryan Garcia drop to the body. We've seen him stop to the body. We've also seen him clipped when he steps back. Like when he steps back, he has a bad habit of dropping his hands and exposing his chin. And maybe Conor Benn can catch him like that. But I do think Ryan is an overwhelming favorite. And there's a lot more ways that Ryan Garcia can stop Conor Benn than Conor Benn can stop.
Conversely, Floyd Schofield, Sr., views the matchup as considerably more balanced than many anticipate. He thinks Ben's capacity to cut distance and neutralize Garcia's left hook could drastically alter the fight's rhythm. At the same time, Schofield Sr. concedes that both competitors carry enough power to end things with one miscalculation.
Left hook, like everybody believing. And if Ryan can't knock Conor out with a left, it's a long night for Ryan. If that left hook isn't challenging. If Conor could get in that chest and stay in that chest and take away that left hook, then what Ryan gonna do? So that's why that's a 50-50 fight too, because if Conor get clipped on that chin...
Examining the matchup with greater detail, Coach Breadman leans in Garcia's direction, but expects Ben to pose tough questions over the course of the fight. He believes Garcia's cleaner technique could become pivotal whenever openings occur. For Breadman, that technical superiority may ultimately prove decisive once they trade punches.
But I'm picking Ryan because I just think that Conor Benn make too many mistakes and Ryan can run him into something. And if he can't stop him, he could at least drop him a couple times to win a decision. But I think I think this is a tough fight. Maybe I'm a little bit shell-shocked that Rolly outboxed Ryan, because I feel like that Rolly shouldn't be able to outbox Ryan. And if Rolly would have clipped Ryan with a big shot and knocked him out, that's one thing. But to outbox him for 12 rounds, it gives me a little bit of pause with like picking him with a bullet. But I do think he's better than Conor Benn. And Conor Benn hasn't looked good since he had the drug suspension. You know, so if you twist my arm, I'll take Ryan just being a sharper puncher. And at some point he could catch him and maybe just drop him. Maybe not stop him, but just drop him. So I'll take...
Coach Breadman still rates Garcia as the more polished fighter, but contends the matchup carries more danger than many presume. He cites Garcia's defensive inconsistencies and the physical test Benn presents as reasons the fight could turn much harder than odds suggest. For Breadman, those elements make this one of Garcia's sternest evaluations.
But Conor Benn is a big dude and he seems really durable. And the fact that Ryan got outboxed by Rolly doesn't give me like a lot of confidence in picking him. And Ryan got great reaction time with his punches and he can hit anybody with a left hook, but he's not a great defensive fighter. His legs is always straight. You can hit him with what you want to hit him with. So he's gonna have to be taking punches from a bigger man. And Ryan gets hurt. You know what I mean? People forget he got hurt in the Devin fight. He got dropped by Rolly. He got hurt bad in the Tank fight. He's been down a few times in his career. This is a...
Notwithstanding those worries, Oscar de la Hoya supports Garcia to emerge victorious, citing the attributes he believes set him apart from the pack. He references Garcia's velocity, punching power, and renewed drive as fundamental grounds for his confidence. For de la Hoya, those strengths could grow even more decisive given the ferocity surrounding the contest.
He has the power. He's more, man, I haven't heard Ryan Garcia speak this way. He's more motivated than ever. So it's gonna be quite interesting to see. There's definitely gonna be a lot of animosity, which makes it exciting. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to being there. I love the way he fought against, was it Eubanks?
Yeah, Eubanks.
I love the way he carries himself. He's a smart guy, you know. But obviously, I'm gonna go with my guy Ryan Garcia to.
Similarly, Josh Kelly thinks Garcia possesses the technical edge heading into the bout. He argues that disciplined boxing and accurate timing should enable Garcia to dictate the action across the rounds. However, Kelly also proposes the fight could become much more even if Benn succeeds in breaking that cadence and forcing a different type of battle.
If he's on point, he'll be able to pick the shots and he's got sharp, snappy punches, so I feel like Garcia will win, but Conor's got a chance if he can make it a fight.
Timothy Bradley advances that reasoning further. He contends that Garcia's recent growth extends well past his famous left hook. He perceives a fighter who has incorporated greater offensive variation while making sharper tactical choices inside the ropes. In Bradley's opinion, that evolution could become a significant factor against an aggressive opponent like Benn.
Even more in fights, because he don't have to be just dependent upon one punch. He can use both hands now. And what I did like about Ryan's performance was he did go to the body as well. He went to the body with right hands to the body as well. And he used his feet and he moved laterally. And he was setting nice little lateral traps, walking Barrios into shots. And that's what he's probably gonna do against Conor Benn. That's probably what he's gonna be looking to do. Use his aggression against him. And he gonna catch him coming in, double impact, and they can...
Moving past pure tactics, Timothy Bradley believes the tension surrounding the matchup will only amplify as both athletes progress deeper into camp. He expects that emotion to generate an explosive encounter once they finally share the ring. With that in view, Bradley favors Garcia to win a fight he does not foresee going the full route.
Training and having those sleepless nights, you know, thinking about each other, you know, not in that way. I know the way y'all think, but in the way of like, I'm gonna hurt you, you know. And when we do get on that day, that week of the fight, yeah, you gonna know, you gonna feel my pain, you gonna feel my wrath. All the sacrifice that I've been through, all the training I've been through, somebody's gonna pay for that. I don't see this fight going the distance. I don't see this fight going the distance. Somebody's getting knocked out, period. Somebody is about to get knocked out, you know. And I believe that the favorite should be the favorite. should be the.
Malignaggi is even more forceful in his evaluation. He perceives a distinct gap between the two competitors entering this matchup. In his assessment, Garcia has already shown the hallmarks of a proven world-class boxer. While Benn has yet to confirm himself at that tier, Malignaggi suggests that difference could become increasingly noticeable once they meet in combat.
Fighter, and that's for that reason he owns a world championship. For me, Conor Benn is a guy who's placed there out of popularity, and unless you do the Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. route, where you rob half of the guys on his record and you rob them.
Elaborating on that perspective, Paulie Malignaggi believes the event's attraction is being fueled more by the fighter's popularity than by competitive equilibrium. From a technical standpoint, he sees Garcia holding decisive benefits that strongly tilt the scales in his favor once the action kicks off. Consequently, Malignaggi expects Garcia to assume firm command of the bout.
The people that watch this fight, these two guys are so popular that the majority of people are going to bring, the majority of the people that gets brought to a fight like this, brings their attention to a fight like this, are not boxing people, right? So they're just going to watch it out of the curiosity because both of these guys are so popular. And that's why these kind of fights cross over, right? But the minority is people like us who understand boxing. We in the minority know this is not a good fight. This is a one-sided mismatch, and I think
Offering an alternative angle, Kenny Ellis gives Garcia the nod in pure boxing skill, but thinks Benn's toughness could make the fight noticeably more competitive. He suggests the result may rest on whether Benn can stifle Garcia's primary weapon early. For Ellis, surviving Garcia's initial assault will be critical to steering the fight in a different direction.
Boxing, but I think Conor Benn has a better tolerance for pain. You know what I mean? So he might overcome Ron's boxing skills if he can get past the left hook. If he can get past the left hook, he should.
All right, everyone. Stay tuned for the latest in boxing news, highlights, events, and stories. Subscribe to Knockout today and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Be sure to watch our other videos too. Until next time, take care and stay safe.